Hey guys, Mark Naven here, and I'm joined by Sam Miller, who is a bookkeeping extraordinaire and also a business mentor as well, which sort of coincides, and you've got this nice sort of thing happening together.
Yeah. So the thing is that most small business owners are fairly isolated, and they don't have anybody to talk to about their business problems.
Yeah.
Their partners are sick of hearing about it. They can't talk to their staff about it. And it's good just to have somebody else that they can talk to.
Yeah.
But by doing the bookkeeping as well, I've got that ongoing touch point with them, so I can understand what's happening behind the scenes.
You've got a little bit of insight into the business
that's
too.
That's exactly it. And when they want to talk to me about a problem or whatever, I have that background of understanding how that all sort of fits in.
It's quite unique because you go that little extra mile, I guess, than what a normal bookkeeper would do. Like they'd go, well, here's your BAS, and lodge it, and then that's where it stops. Where you develop that relationship a little bit further.
That's exactly right. Because the thing is that I want it to be more than just the numbers and the bookkeeping. That's one part of it. It's a good anchor though to have that ongoing relationship and discussion, and then still be there. To be that go-to person when they've got a business problem, whether it's with staff or suppliers or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I might not be able to solve the problem for them. The idea is that I'm somebody that will listen to it, and if I can't solve the problem, I can use people in my network to help them solve
and
that.
you've got quite a big network too.
That's exactly it, and that's what I try to work towards.
A lot of people that you collaborate with and people that you connect people with.
That's exactly right.
So how long have you been doing, or had your bookkeeping business? Like what got you into it as well?
Yeah, my actual business I've been running for a couple of years now. I've been in bookkeeping and working with small businesses for over 20 years.
Okay.
But this particular business, it's been a couple of years.
And what got you into bookkeeping to start with? 20 years ago, how did you do that?
It was just, I'd always found myself in front of the books and taking care of that side of the business. And as things went along, I just got more and more involved in it, and I'm working right from grunt level up to executive level. I'd always had a hand in the books and in the bookkeeping side of things. So it's just something I enjoy.
Something you enjoy, and what do you like about it? What's enjoyable? What keeps you motivated?
The big thing for me is actually taking the information from the reporting and everything and explaining it to a business owner so that they can understand what's going on, because it's too common, somebody will drop a profit loss on a balance sheet in front of an owner and they have no idea what they're looking at and what it really means to them.
How to interpret it and how to know where they're at.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess we probably should have did this at the start, but for people who don't know, people who perhaps don't have a business or they've just started out in business, what's the benefit of having a bookkeeper? And what does a bookkeeper really do? Like some people may not know.
Obviously data entry is at the core of it, but for a lot of my clients, they do their own data entry, and I help them with the compliance, because there's a lot of red tape, there's a lot of government requirements and regulations. I help them make sure that they're compliant with those regulations.
Are we talking about lodging stuff for your tax?
That's right.
BAS?
So BAS is the big one. Everybody knows what BAS is, but what people don't know is that there's a lot of other little things underneath it, right? There's the IAS, right, which happens in between the BAS.
Right, okay.
There's also STP, which is a new thing that's coming in. For small businesses. It hit big business last year. It's going to be hitting small business this year.
Okay.
And
unless you're on top of all those things, or have someone like yourself to guide you through all that stuff, you won't
and what I tend to find is small business owners are good at running their business, at doing the business work, but looking after those books is something that they don't looking after those books is something that they don't do well, and that's when they find themselves in trouble. They don't realise that they're necessarily doing the wrong thing, and people generally want to do the right thing, but unless you've got somebody helping you and guiding you, you may not realise.
Well, it's a whole skill set and career for you. for someone to take that on themselves, they've got to try and step into those shoes, and it's just too hard.
And I mean, you've only got to look at the budget this year. The government's given the ATO another $1 billion to chase up people that aren't doing the right thing, and that's a big number.
So look, I honestly think it's what you're doing, the unique way that you're doing it with the bookkeeping and the extra sort of help with the mentoring side of things. Whether people choose to take that on board or not,
absolutely.
I think that's a really unique combination and good skill set to combine. But what's your goals for your own business? What do you want to achieve, like in the next, whether it's 3 months, 6 months? 5 years, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to do?
I've been really lucky that I stepped out of my full-time job and managed to replace my salary within 3 months of starting the business. And I'd like to see that growth keep on going. Eventually I'd like to bring on staff, and actually that's probably going to happen sooner rather than later.
And would those staff also help with the mentoring side of things? Is that something that you want to continue to combine?
Long term, I'd like that. I think that in the short term, their focus would be on data entry or the bookkeeping side of things, because that mentoring comes with experience.
You can only have the right person.
That's it. I've worked in so many different industries. I've worked at so many different levels in these industries. I've seen so many of the problems that people face as a small business owner.
So quite unique there. And probably my last and sort of final question, I guess, is for what you want to achieve, how can other people help you? What do you need? What could I or somebody else that we might know be able to do to help you get to where you want to be?
It's twofold. There's two sides to it. One is, as the mentoring role, I need resources to help my clients and to help other people that I connect with. So I like to get to know what other people are doing, what solutions they can provide, and I can then use that to, one of my clients says to me, I don't know how to do this. It's like, I can't do that, but I know somebody that can, right? And that, I don't mind giving that work away to somebody else that can provide that solution, because I've helped fix a problem for my client, and I look like a rock star. The second half is obviously, I'm looking for other clients. I'm always looking for clients, within that profile. So.
And are those clients that you're looking for, are they restricted in any way by industry or geography? Like, are you only servicing people in Brisbane?
No, I have clients throughout New South Wales, through up to the north end of Queensland. So none of that really matters.
And is there a certain level of business that you go to as well?
Look, I tend to focus on what we call SMEs, or small and medium-sized enterprises. So probably anybody under 50 staff, but most of my clients maybe only have 2 to 5. Some have got up to 20 staff, but the bulk of them are on the smaller end, and they're the ones I like working with, because they don't have the support that the bigger organisations get. That's right.
Cool, Sam. Well, thanks very much for sharing all your knowledge on bookkeeping and your business. And guys, we'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.